Kangaroo Island, South Australia. 2/3 of this picturesque island and popular tourist destination reduced to this. In the wake of the fires that destroyed hectares of bushland and killed a countless number of animals, the region now faces an environmental catastrophe. Dr. Lou Fenny has travelled here from Western Australia to join the volunteer ranks, providing aid and attempting to rescue any animal survivors.
Kangaroo Island got a lot of media coverage in the early stages when the huge bushfire fronts had come through, and it was like, wow, this has never happened before.
The bushfires, ferocious and fast-moving, incinerated more than half the island.
But people are starting to forget. There's going to be a long road to recovery yet.
This is Western Australia, and in this harsh environment, life thrives. In this episode, the fragile life of a beloved budgie.
If I don't help, she will die.
Every second counts to rescue a starving koala.
They're starving, hungry. They've held on for so long.
And crabbing in the name of conservation. Animals and families share a bond, even a legacy.
That's what legacy is all about. I try to teach my children the same values.
We follow a career vet, his family,
It's literally been my dream since I was 12 to make a difference with wildlife.
and friends as they care for and protect the animals of Western Australia.
Mother Nature is our religion.
They are the ones we rely on out here. This is Outback Vet. January 24th, 2020, 3 weeks after the blaze.
I didn't realise until I was here on Kangaroo Island that there's just wildlife in need everywhere.
Up until this point, access to vast areas of the island has been restricted.
And I just couldn't help thinking, there's so many animals that need our help. Let's just get out there, can we? As a vet and having seen what was happening in the wildlife park, I realised that every hour literally counted because the koalas out there, they were getting hungrier and thirstier and more stressed, and hence their chances of actually surviving were just diminishing.
With wildlife rescue crews working to capacity on the island, Dr. Lou is venturing into the most badly burned bushland in search of survivors.
We had the roads reopened on the west of the island, which is where the worst of the bushfires have occurred. I'm feeling a little apprehensive because we're going to go into an area of bushland that has been really badly burnt. I know we're going to see a lot of dead animals. Any wildlife that we see will need to be captured because even if they don't have burn wounds, they're going to be starving hungry. There's just no food out here for any of them to eat. Everything has been burnt to a crisp. What feels good is physically doing something about it and feeling like you're helping. So I'm really grateful to be able to be here to help.
The Karratha Vet Hospital, the only animal emergency clinic in over 300 kilometres.
How are you? Come on in.
And Dr. Katie's next patient has travelled just that.
Beautiful blue.
She is. She's a nose.
Hello, darling.
She's been
She's not too well.
like this for a few days.
I don't mind working with birds, but when you see a bird come into a clinic, typically they're there because they're sick. And when a bird is sick enough to be showing you that it's sick, it's already kind of starting to put one foot out of the door. How old is she?
She's about 4.
Cheeky's mum and dad, they're on a road trip up from Perth. They come up every winter to escape the cold, and Cheeky's their travelling companion. This little one, when it came in, sitting down in the bottom of the cage, really fluffed up, automatically you start thinking, oh, this is not good. Their natural instinct is to try and hide any form of illness or injury because the last thing they want is a predator to know that they're weak. Even me getting her out of the cage and examining her, it might be too much for her. Sometimes even just that handling process and doing things, it can push them over the edge. Dad couldn't come in today because he was too emotional. He was too worried that he wasn't going to see her again. Come on. Hello. How are you? Hello.
Friendly.
You are a good little girl. She's so pretty. She's a beautiful colour. Hello, gorgeous. Cheeky's owners, they're not first-time bird owners. They knew that she was a sick bird and they knew that they can go from being completely fine and normal to being dead very quickly. Would your husband come in if that was the case?
Oh, he's out there and he's...
He's got FaceTime. Would he want to see her?
No.
No.
He saw her this
Did he say
morning and
goodbye?
He just said, take her to the doctor. He gets very upset.
He said his goodbyes when she hit the road.
Dr. Katie needs to anaesthetise Cheeki in order to assess her. This process on such a tiny, sick animal can be life-threatening.
If she passes, the one thing I can give you the comfort of is she will likely pass while she's under the anaesthetic.
Yeah.
There'll be no pain, there'll be no stress. We basically agree that we're going to give this little bird every chance possible and we're going to surge forward and cross our fingers, cross our toes and hope for the best. Come on, darling. Hey, here you go. Here you go, darling. Good girl. Not a nice feeling being left with a very sick bird knowing that there's a high chance that they're not going to make it. But this is the thing up here. It's either I do my best or she's on a 2,000k drive down to Perth.
Dr. Katie needs to x-ray the budgie as she is concerned that Cheeki may have something stuck inside her body.
I'm going to need to anaesthetise her and minimise the time that she's under. She is a very sick little bird, so there's every chance that, look, she may not make it through at this point.
We are heading into a natural disaster zone.
Back on Kangaroo Island, Dr. Lou needs to wear protective clothing as this area is still deemed an active fireground.
The bushland where we're heading into has been really badly burnt, and it's still dangerous out there. Trees can fall down, the ash is super deep, and it's still wickedly hot. So we do have to be very careful, which is why we've got our lovely fireman coming with us. The Rural Fire Service volunteers have to accompany us because it was just too dangerous for members of the local public to go out into these areas. And at that stage, I really thought, how could there be any survivors out here? The fireman I was just speaking to was saying that the intensity of the fire was such that even the ground, the gravel, like the rocks, were on fire. Yeah, there's a burnt koala just there. Poor little thing. It's not a nice way to die. To think of how many thousands of koalas have been killed in a very painful death. We really had to just focus our attention on finding any remaining water sources, because there's no way that anything could be alive out here without at least water. We've just seen a dam. If there is any chance of animals surviving out here, they'll need a water source. So we have been having koalas brought in who've just been sitting in a dam. So yeah, just want to check this one out and see if we can find anything. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And then... Stop for a sec, please, because I don't want to get scared. We found a survivor.
At the Karratha Vet Hospital, Dr. Katie needs to anaesthetise Cheeki the budgie in order to x-ray her.
All right, can you turn that gas on for me? What we're doing is just a mask induction, so she's getting an anaesthetic gas through the mask. Anaesthetising any pocket pet, like a little bird, is a lot more difficult than dogs and cats, and that's without her being sick. They're tiny, tiny little critters. The stress alone of handling them can kill them, let alone putting them under an anaesthetic. Side of the bird. As soon as Cheeky's asleep, on the x-ray plate, x-ray. All right, we just want to make sure that she can wake up. So what I'm going to do is just flush out the anaesthetic gas that's in that tube. So I'm just going to push that. The x-ray's taken and she is, yep, she can go back to bed. Awake within about 30 seconds. Oh, ready? It was just relief, to be honest. Good girl. He's a little bit drunk. Careful, careful. I go and get Cheeky's mum. I think she was expecting the worst, and I don't think it sunk in. She made it through. It's really something that she needs to see for herself. Oh, Cheeky. When she sees that x-ray, the words out of her mouth, I think, were...
That's a bloody great big egg.
It is. It really is. Cheeky's mum now knows that, yes, she's got a bloody big egg stuck.
Can she push it out?
Well, look, people have big babies and, yep, it's possible. The plan is to kind of hands off and give her peace, give her space and let her try and do her thing. So we start with a combination of medications to give her the energy and also a medication to help her contract, to really try and get those muscles going to push it out. If we don't start to see it looking like that she's going to pass that, do we say, look, is it something where we give it a chance surgically? If we go down that track, there's a chance that she might not make it through, but there's a chance that she might.
The egg stuck inside Cheeky's body will kill her if it cannot be removed.
I think we should go ahead.
Yep.
Poor little thing. Will anybody be watching her tonight?
The one thing that I did promise Cheeky's mum is when we close up, she'll be coming home with me. She doesn't want to sit in here overnight, which is fair.
Fingers crossed.
I have goosebumps, but yeah.
Cheryl says goodbye to her travel companion Cheeky, leaving her life in Dr. Katie's hands.
I'll do my absolute best and I won't do anything that's going to let her suffer.
There you go. Good
girl. You coming over?
She's got a little personality all of her own.
She does. Good girl.
Yeah.
Good girl.
And Dr. Katie assumes the role of avian midwife.
I'd set up a labour ward, give her a nice, calm environment, dark lighting, warm, humid, adding some steam. And we'll go get Cheeky and set her up in here and try and really, give her the best chance of pushing that egg out on her own.
In the scorched bushland of Kangaroo Island, remarkably, a survivor.
I've just found a koala in the tree next to the dam, as I expected. If they've got any chance of surviving, they'll need to be near to a water source. So this clever little chap has done just that. It was super exciting to find a koala. This little guy still hanging on up a tree. He's going to be very hungry, but I'd say probably at dawn or dusk. He's been coming down the tree and having a little drink in the dam. It was really reassuring to know that there were still survivors, but it was incredibly frustrating because he was way too high up that tree.
The tree is assessed and deemed unsafe to climb. With Wildlife Rescue Services already stretched to capacity, Dr. Lou has limited options to save this animal.
His nose isn't burnt, so that's great, but definitely he's been through the flames. I can tell that his coat has been really badly singed. There's a really good chance he's going to come down the tree enticed by the beautiful fresh green leaves. He'll be starving. Yeah. All right, everyone, let's move back and give him some space.
Dr. Lou and the Rural Fire Service volunteers make a record of the koala's location.
I've left him some little green leaves. He's definitely going to be coming down at some stage, but he's a wild animal. He's not stupid. He's going to wait until we're well clear before he comes down. We're going to come back with reinforcements tomorrow. We're going to get you.
Back at the Karratha Vet Hospital,
There you go, sweetheart. It's very obvious looking at Cheeky how uncomfortable she is and how much she wants that egg out. So she is 44 grams. 44 divided by 1,000. So 0.088. She's tiny, so just finding even muscle on these guys is so incredibly difficult. So this is pain relief. Everything we're doing is just trying to encourage her to push this egg out on her own. I'm telling you now, it would be nicer if you just push it out. I'm telling you, believe me. That pain relief and obviously the fluids that she's had are really making her feel better. She's having a little sing to herself, she's getting a little bit cheeky, but no egg. She is in her labour ward, contracting, everything's pushing, her little tail feathers are going up and she's really in a lot of discomfort. Egg is still stuck.
Yesterday on Kangaroo Island, Dr. Lou left sustenance for a starving koala as it was too high up to be rescued.
There's a really good chance he's going to come down the tree enticed by the beautiful fresh green leaves. He will be starving.
The rain overnight means that today the area is safe for Dr. Lou to return to the stranded koala without the need of protective clothing.
That's the point at which I really realised, yeah, every hour definitely counts. He didn't even have the strength to come down to get the leaves. They were untouched. We came across this little guy yesterday and he was just too far up the tree to get. So we left him some branches, some green leaves and thought, okay, we'll come back. And it's too late. He's starved to death, the poor little thing. Dropped out of his tree. They're too hungry and they're all dying. They're all dying. Sorry, little man. We're just a little bit too late. Helpless little creatures. They really need our help. Or they're not going to make it. We're not really sure of populations at the moment, but there's a really good chance that koalas are going to become completely endangered species, and we could lose them yet, so it does hurt. Koalas out there are about to die. They're starving, hungry. They've held on for so long. It's been 3 weeks since the fires came through and they've been hanging on. And they can't hang on any longer, the poor little buggers. I'm such a freaking sook. I'm such a sook. Oh well. He's literally died within an hour. So close, mate. We're really close to getting you. I'm so sorry. Oh, bugger. When you realise that every hour's counting to find more survivors and bring them into safety, as devastating as it was, I just wanted to get back out there. It definitely filled me with a renewed sense of urgency.
For the starving survivors of these fire grounds, there are no second chances.
We got a koala. Oh no. Hey little love. Oh, you must be so hungry. And then we find another survivor. We need to get him out of the tree. And at that stage, I really understood how delicate the time balance was. This tree looks pretty stable. I'll just make sure there's no hollows. Looks pretty solid to me.
Dr. Lou deems a tree safe to climb.
Yeah, I reckon I can climb it, yeah.
If Dr. Lou cannot retrieve the stranded koala from the tree, there is every chance that it will die.
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, little sweetie, we're going to help you. We've got food. It's quite young. It's probably only about 1. Hey, little love, what's this? She probably hasn't eaten for a couple of weeks even. I don't think I'm going to be able to get up any higher, to be honest.
At Karratha Vet Hospital, Cheeki is having no luck pushing an egg out naturally.
She's trying.
And without Dr. Katie's intervention, the budgie will die.
I'm just going to proceed with a quick little gas anaesthetic, put some lubricant down there to try and assist it, and also give her another injection as some pain relief.
It is necessary for Dr. Katie to induce Cheeki.
If that egg stays in, there's the risk that it will rupture and she can get what we call egg peritonitis, which is an infection from the egg inside her abdomen. Every anaesthetic is risky, never to be taken lightly. I really, ideally would like to get it out where she pushes it out. When you feel here, you can feel the egg. So it's a good amount of lube in there. I know it hurt. And then just flush that out of anaesthetic.
Dr. Katie has placed lubricant around the egg to aid Cheeki as she attempts to push it out naturally.
The plan is to kind of let her try and get it out overnight. Hello. Hello.
Cheeki survives another anaesthetic and even gets to ride shotgun home.
Just gives me that peace of mind. I can check on her and, God forbid, if something did happen, at least she had people with her.
Dr. Lou faces a difficult task of rescuing a stranded koala.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get up any higher, to be honest.
I reckon I can get up there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We had to get her now, or she was gonna die of starvation.
Yeah.
Saving this koala's life becomes more paramount than documenting the experience.
I could not have done it alone. Timmy was brilliant.
With a camera on the ground, Director of Photography Tim Small attempts to rescue the koala.
Throw the bag over her.
Harder around me.
So basically just gently undo her little claws and try to get her claws to hang onto you.
Okay.
And then she should just crawl onto you. And then just support it under her bum. 1, 2, 3. Go, Tim. Go, koala, Tim. Yeah. You're probably gonna need to get a little bit higher.
Do that. You got to talk me through this.
Yeah, just pop the hessian bag over her head, and then you're gonna have to basically pull her off the tree. I'm actually pretty terrified of heights. Coming up. Whew.
Oh my God. My heart is racing.
And it was definitely a team effort. She's not gonna hurt you. Just gently bag over the head. That's the way, Tim. Well done, Tim. Well done, Tim. That's it.
I've got her.
Well done. Okay, just drop her into the bag. Drop her, drop her, drop her. Okay. Don't drop her.
I've got her. I don't have her by much, Lou. I don't have her by much. I don't have her by much.
Okay, got you, baby. I've got you, baby.
The koala is safely placed into the hessian bag.
You start making your way down.
Okay.
We're going to need to work together.
Oh my God, I'm really terrified.
You're okay.
of heights.
Do not look down.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. At this point, I think it had been 45 minutes in a tree, so I was exhausted. The adrenaline, the muscle fatigue was kicking in. At one point, I remember just hanging on with one arm, and Tim's passing the koala in a hessian bag. Yeah, I think I'm good for you to pass it and move to here. It's really close.
Are you going to be okay to hold it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, hang on. I haven't got it yet.
Tell me when.
Towards here. Yeah, got her. When I grabbed the koala in the hessian bag from Tim, God, it was a sense of relief.
Wildlife Park volunteer Leanne arrives in time to complete the rescue safely.
Higher. All right, both hands. Ready? I'm going to drop her gently now. Ready? Go. Well done. Going out into this desolate bushland had been worthwhile. That was exhausting. Good girl. I'm actually quite terrified of heights. So once I got about half up the tree, the fear kind of kicked in. But then I just kept on looking up at her little face. You know, she hasn't eaten anything, so it's quite remarkable that she was strong. And she was pretty heavy. I reckon she's probably probably about 8 kilos, 7 or 8 kilos. So, yeah, it was a bit exhausting getting her down.
Dr. Lou constructs a temporary cage for the rescued koala.
She's going to need fluid therapy. She's going to need pain relief and antibiotics for her burn wounds.
With the koala safely out of the tree, it is imperative Dr. Lou transports it to the Kangaroo Island Wildlife Centre for treatment.
Let's go.
At Ocean Park Aquarium, marine biologist Ed Fenny is doing the daily rounds.
Dunk, what's going on?
Just giving this tank a bit of a clean.
He looks happy to see you.
Not so happy. I think we should give him some friends to hang out with and he can leave me alone. What do you reckon?
He looks healthy though, eh? Look at the colours in his claws.
I did a bit of a clean and a touch-up on the crab exhibit. I was thinking whilst doing it, he looks a bit lonely in there, so had a quick chat with Eddie and we decided to go out and catch a few more crabs for the tank, which might bring it up a little bit. Blue swimmer crabs are beautiful and we find them on the east and west coast of Australia. They're really popular for people to go and fish for.
The fishery for blue swimmer crabs is really sustainable and it's another animal we can educate our customers on in terms of sustainable eating, which is fantastic.
And you can catch them a few different ways, but we like to walk through the shallows, particularly at night time, and get face to face with them and scoop them up that way.
Dunk, I will not get sick of this drive. It's beautiful, eh?
Yeah, me too, man. I love just getting away from everything.
It just changes every time, you know? It's so different every time we come out here. It's beautiful.
So the plan is we're going to pull up to a nice big sandy cove and walk through that shallow bay, anywhere from only ankle deep right up to maybe just above your knees. During the evening, they'll often be out and about foraging for food, and that's when we're more likely to come across them.
Any of those grey sandy areas where it looks like something's been digging? Have a look, yeah.
So it was really quiet and we weren't finding any crabs at all.
It's a dumpling squid! Dunk, there's a dumpling squid. Look, 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 look. Can you see that? Oh, yes.
And then we actually found a dumpling squid.
That's ridiculous. It's a dumpling squid. That's actually an adult-size squid, but it's a species called a dumpling squid. Oh, my goodness. Can you see that?
And it just blew me away. It's one of these animals that you hear a lot about, you read a lot about them, and I've only ever seen one in the flesh before.
The colours are incredible. You can see his chromatophores firing. It's just beautiful. It's just an absolutely spectacular little creature.
Had a bit of a play with him, said g'day, watched his colours change a little bit, and then let him go. It was really cool to see.
There he goes.
Hard to imagine something so cute is out hunting.
I know, that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I was pretty hopeful that this spot would deliver some blue swimmer crabs, but the water is a bit cold at the moment, and I'm only about 50-50 that we'll find them, to be honest.
I was getting a little bit worried. Obviously, the pressure was definitely on. We walked around for about an hour and didn't see a single thing.
Well, I was a lot less confident and starting to worry that we were wasting our time and not going to find any crabs. We're looking for that flash of electric blue, and
It's just this unmistakable blue colour.
that chance was getting slimmer by the minute. And then
Back on Kangaroo Island,
Oh my God, it's an echidna. So we've just driven past and spotted an echidna, which was a bit of a miracle, really. Oh, I love these little creatures. Now, they're not going to be easy to get. Obviously, they're covered in very sharp spikes, and they can actually really grab onto the ground. So this is going to be a challenge to get.
if Dr. Lou does not rescue and relocate this echidna, it is at risk of starving to death.
Oh, they're really sharp. I'm going to have to try and go under. Oh, ow. This is not going to be easy.
Once again, wildlife rescue takes precedence over documentary production.
So again, it becomes a team effort. We all start digging as much as we can. He's really strong.
He's in there.
Yeah. The faster we're digging, the faster the kid is digging to get himself more entrenched into the ground.
Get ready.
So we had to get creative.
Can you try and get this under him, Leanne? Okay.
I could not see what he'd be eating, and it just made sense to at least bring him in so we could monitor him, check him for wounds, and make sure that he was going to be well fed moving forward.
Okay. I've got him.
Push!
Yep.
Well done. Oh, little face. Oh. Okay, everyone be nice and quiet now. So it's really important that we collect the echidna because, you know, for as far as the eye can see, the ground has burned. It needs to be relocated to an area of bushland where there's actually still food around, because out here it is just desolate. Even the termite mounds have all gone. Yeah, we're actually fresh out of baskets, so I'm just going to have to cuddle this one in my lap on the way home. Our car is full. I have an echidna baby to cuddle. Oh.
In Shark Bay, marine scientists Ed and Dunk are attempting to collect blue swimmer crabs to educate people on sustainable eating practices.
That chance was getting slimmer by the minute.
I was getting a little bit worried. Obviously, the pressure was definitely on.
And then there it is, right in front of us. Blue swimmer crab, exactly what we're looking for, right where we need it.
Belter. Check him out. He's pretty. Look at the barnacles on him as well. Really an old one.
We set a goal of 2 crabs, so we wanted to get 2 really colourful males back in the aquarium.
Telltale sign too.
When you were in the right area.
Here we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brilliant. That's the way. Here we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Big crab, that one.
Lovely. They have an incredibly sustainable life cycle. So a female blue swimmer crab, when she releases her eggs, she'll release up to 3 million, which is phenomenal. Breeding huge numbers and grow quickly, so be very, very sustainable.
Back at Ocean Park, there are now 3 blue swimmer crabs to educate the public on sustainable eating practices, and the company is welcomed.
Oh, don't gang up on your mate. They like him. Best mates. Hey, mates.
It's great to walk past the crab enclosure now and you can have a look at them looking really, really good. That exhibit's improved a great deal with that little capture.
At the Karratha Vet Hospital, Cheeki the budgie cannot pass an egg that is stuck inside her body.
What are you doing to me? Hey, what are you doing? You gotta lay an egg. You need to lay an egg. Just to make it through the night is absolutely amazing, but no egg. So we're still kind of at square one. She's trying. She's really trying.
The strain the egg is putting on Cheeky's body is at risk of being too much for her to cope with.
You feel for them. I think anyone who's kind of been through labour knows what she's going through right now. Oh! It's like she's kind of just hit the point where she's knackered, she's had enough, she doesn't want to push this egg out, and I don't want to leave her any longer at this point. I really want to try and help her get that egg out. So we're just going to head down. She's going to pop under another little gas anaesthetic and going to try and manually remove this egg. Cheeky's gone up and down this corridor, I don't know how many times over the last few days, but this time feels different. It genuinely does feel like the Green Mile walking down that corridor with her. There's just this ominous feeling that this little bird has just been through too much and she doesn't have anything left, and ultimately I'm going to be the last thing that she sees. Let's go again. Woo! Hello. My intentions are another anaesthetic. She's done so well so far through these. Heart's going a million miles an hour. I can feel hers and I can feel mine going. I'm like, okay, up to 3. I'm going to try and use either just pressure or a surgical instrument to try and create some room and try and help her get that egg out. As soon as that anaesthetic starts, things head south very quickly. Good girl.
Cheeki stops breathing.
At one moment, I think I say,
she may have just died.
I think she just died.
Just go oxygen. Oh, sweetheart.
As soon as that happened, it was anaesthetic off, oxygen on.
Still got a blood and a lot of bruising happening right now.
Trying to help her clear her airways, and the panic was just real.
Oh, sweetie.
And all I could think of was her mum and her dad sitting out at Balla Balla.
I know, honey. I know. Come on, dog.
She's a strong little bugger, and luckily.
Oh, sweetheart.
I think at that moment when she effectively died on the table, I felt helpless. I needed to just kind of take a step back and give myself a moment because it shook me.
Starting to get pretty worried about her in terms of what she's got left and her ability to try and get this out.
For now, Cheeki is alive and is left to recover. If she can't get the egg out of the budgie by tonight, there may be nothing that Dr. Katie can do to save her.
To be honest, I felt like that was going to be kind of stumps for Cheeki. We definitely don't want her to suffer unnecessarily.
Dr. Lou has spent the day rescuing stranded wildlife after the Kangaroo Island bushfires destroyed over half the island. She arrives at the Kangaroo Island Wildlife Centre, where she's been among the volunteers who've been treating injured wildlife in a demountable animal emergency centre.
Come on, little koalas. And echidna stack. I'd say they're probably all left by now. The last thing to do was to check over my girl, assess her wounds, and get her sorted. The vets have all packed up, have they?
Yeah, everybody's packed up and all.
I was on my own. The wildlife vets have gone home. I'd thankfully picked up over the last few days what I needed to do. General assessment, check the wounds. Okay, so I'm just going to try to examine her consciously just to assess her little wounds. Hey, darling, you're okay. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I got visuals of her front feet. They were fine. Usually they've got burn wounds on the underside of their pads, so that's what we need to check first. Okay, sweetie. I know. Okay, I know.
Dr. Lou assesses whether this koala has suffered burn wounds to the soft underside of its paws.
She would have had a little teeny bit of burn there, but that's healed really nicely. That's nice and dry. Good girl. And that foot pad, perfect as well. Fantastic. It's been a passion of mine to work with wildlife and make a difference in wildlife since I was 12. And I've got one paw to go. Perfect. That's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So she doesn't have any burn wounds that need treating. She's just a bit dehydrated and she's very, very hungry. So all we need to do this with this little one. Oh, is we a boy or a girl? Let's gonna check her pouch. Make sure there's no babies in there. It's very natural for a mother when she's stressed. Unfortunately, survival takes over and the mummies just dump the babies. My fingers are in her pouch. I can feel something. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she's got a joey. Oh, it's moving. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she's got a little tiny joey. She's hung on. She's found just enough food. She's found just enough water. It's probably about the size of a jelly bean. Oh my gosh. And she's kept hold of her little baby bean infant. This little love's done so well that she's held on to her baby. Oh, it's like probably about that big. I could feel it moving, so it's still alive. Oh, yay, I'm so glad we got her. Finally, after all these years, I did feel like I made a difference. I can't believe it. Oh, yeah, it's been a big day. It's been a really big day.
Mother and infant are in urgent need of rehydration.
I'm just so glad that we got her out of the tree. There you are, sweetie pie. Good girl, you're going to be okay.
The new mother is rehydrated and now needs to rest and recover. Dr. Lou calls upon wildlife hospital owner Sam for assistance with her less cuddly rescues.
Have we got ants or something to feed her?
Yeah, I'll go and get her some termites. So we've got another area with 3 rescue echidnas in there.
Great. All coming from the fires, or?
Yeah. So I mainly just check around their ears for any ticks as well, is the biggest problem that they have. But damage to the beak is the biggest concern.
Yeah.
But she hasn't suffered any injuries. She'll just be hungry.
Dr. Lou and Sam relocate the rescued echidna into a temporary habitat.
They would have been starving out there. There's no food around, there's no termites, there's no ants for them.
While the fate of Kangaroo Island's bushland is out of their control.
So it's 7:45 on a Saturday night, which is pretty standard.
Dr. Katie has decided that Cheeki is unable to cope with the egg stuck inside her body.
I think at this point it's fair to say she can't get it out on her own, and if I don't help, she will die. There's no question about that. Whether she dies or I have to put her to sleep.
Dr. Katie brings Cheeki into the surgery for the final time.
Ultimately, it's do or die for Cheeki.
Cheeki is anaesthetised.
Try a few different instruments. It's not a straight passage. I can't get anything in. I'm considering an episiotomy. And then I just kind of go, just, give it a squeeze. I start to squeeze this tiny little bird, and she's like this big under my fingers. I don't know how long I didn't breathe for, and all of a sudden I just see this egg coming. I'm going to win, we're going to get this egg out. One egg. Very happy to have that out. It literally just pops out like a Mentos when you've got a new packet. Look. I feel like my team's just won a grand final.
With the egg safely removed, Cheeki is put to bed, leaving Dr. Katie with one final order of business.
Cheryl.
Yeah?
It's Katie. I have an egg.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, and she's alive.
Thank goodness for that.
The following day, Cheryl is reunited with her travel companion, Cheeki.
Seeing owners and their animal, be it a $4,000 horse or a $10 budgie, you see that connection with them, and seeing them at home, it just puts it all into perspective for you. There's no money value on that budgie. That budgie means the world to them.
And after a long drive and a sharp right at the old tree stump, Dr. Katie drops in on Cheeki and her relieved owners.
You're happy to have her home?
Yeah.
Really good to see her out here. Good little setup. Biggest thing with a bird is looking at them in their own environment and just seeing, you walk up and she's happy, she's not fluffed up, she's not hiding like she was when she was really sick, so she's looking awesome.
The following day at the Kangaroo Island Wildlife Park, Dr. Lou is met by a brighter and happier rescue companion.
Hey, honey bun.
She's beautiful. She's got a great personality.
Really? Oh, look at the dog collar. I love it. This is my little girl who I rescued yesterday from the top of that huge tree. I'm so thrilled to come in this morning and see that she's already been released into the soft release enclosures. It's literally been my dream since I was 12 years of age, to make a difference with wildlife. And it's not very often that you really, get to feel that you've done something. And I freaking feel like I did with her. I literally saved her life and the life of that little Joey. I can't wait to get back out in the field and keep searching for more. But yeah, it's pretty special that we've got this little girl anyway.